Welcome to the latest edition of our Seafood News Weekly video, brought to you by Urner Barry's Comtel app. Comtel is the most trusted online database of protein market quotations, statistics, and industry news. Download the app for iOS from the App Store or from Google Play for Android. I'm Amanda Buckle.
And I'm Nicole Christie. Thanks for joining us. The U.S. Coast Guard and 3 Good Samaritan vessels responded to an out-of-control fire on the 47-foot fishing vessel Midori last week. The vessel was approximately 10 miles off of Trinidad, California, when a crew member aboard the distressed fishing vessel contacted the fishing vessel Charlie D. The Charlie D crew then contacted the Coast Guard to report the fire on the Midori and that the 5 crew members were preparing to abandon ship. The Midori crew donned their survival suits and abandoned their ship into a life raft. A nearby vessel was able to rescue the crew before the Coast Guard arrived.
Thanks, Nicole. In other news, JD.com, China's largest e-commerce platform, announced their commitment to best aquaculture practices in Seafood Expo Global in Brussels this week. In an effort to establish themselves as a platform concerned about minimizing the impact of its aquaculture sourcing policies, 50% of the farms supplied by volume on JD Fresh will be at least 2-star BAP certified by 2020. In addition, 80% of JD.com's private label farm seafood offerings will become at least 2-star BAP certified by 2020. JD.com's efforts to sell responsibly sourced seafood took off in 2017 when they signed an MOU with the Global Aquaculture Alliance.
Meanwhile, Canada's Department of Fisheries and Oceans has closed off areas of the coast of New Brunswick for lobster fishing to protect the North Atlantic right whales. The restrictions have caught lobster fishermen with surprise and disappointment. The Maritime Fishermen's Union requested an emergency meeting with Minister Dominic LeBlanc ahead of the season to discuss these measures, which they said could create an economic crisis.
Thanks, Nicole. And for our final story of the day, NOAA Fisheries announced on Monday that they have taken action to include shrimp and abalone in the Seafood Import Monitoring Program by December 31st of 2018. Shrimp and abalone were initially excluded from SIMP, which was created to combat seafood fraud and illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Informed compliance for Atlantic cod, blue crab, mahi-mahi, grouper, king crab, Pacific cod, red snapper, sea cucumber, shark, swordfish, and tuna began on January 1st of 2018, with enforcement by NOAA starting on April 9th of 2018. Shrimp and abalone importers will be required to obtain an international fisheries trade permit, as well as submit harvest and landing information by December 31st of 2018. And that wraps up our news for this week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to head over to seafoodnews.com or visit the Seafood tab in Comtel for a comprehensive look at the latest market and industry news.